Let's refresh the page. Look at this shit, bro. Fucking crazy. I honestly can't believe I'm sat here making this video. Like, if you had told me a few years ago I'd be sat here making a video of how I made 100k in a single payout, I probably wouldn't have believed you, bro. Bro, I'm just a regular kid, bro, who started day trading because I saw my uncle make $100 in a single day, and I thought to myself, wow, I need to start trading, bro. And now to sit here and show you guys a full 6-figure payout, it's such a full circle moment. If you're someone that's struggling right now, wondering if trading will ever work out for you, I promise it can. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what changed for me, what I focused on, and how I turned years of losing into a moment like this right here. So stay with me till the end, because if I can do it, I promise you, you can do it too. Okay, so how did I get this 6-figure payout from Topstep? What did I do? How did I trade? What was I doing? For us to be able to understand this, and it sounds so fucking crazy when I think about this 6-figure payout sometimes, because I know it happened a while ago, but I still get in disbelief sometimes, like, right, this actually happened. But anyways, for us to be able to understand that whole process, I need to take you guys a few years back. So I started trading prop firms around 4 years ago. And around these times, it was only like FTMO that was around, and these were the times like Funding Talent was around. I don't know if you guys were trading prop firms back then. Obviously, I'd already been trading for a while up until that point, because I started trading back in 2016. And I remember seeing this rise of prop firms, and I remember working, I was thinking, right, like, okay, this sounds interesting, it's a good opportunity. So then I started buying FTMO accounts, and these FTMO accounts were pricey. And I remember I was working, trying to make money to buy a prop firm account. But what I didn't realize was that how hard this shit was. Like, trading prop firms was a completely different ballgame to trading live accounts. Like, there is a game and there is an element to trading prop firms that's totally different from trading a live account. I was new to the rules, new to understanding how to maneuver within the rules. I remember I was just blowing accounts constantly. I remember I literally get paid, and I would literally buy an account, and then I'd fuck up or blow it, until one day I fucking passed an account, right? I was at work, and I was talking to my brother. I was like, bro, my life's gonna change. Everything's about to change in my life. I've been trying so hard for this moment. And it's like crazy, because you know, like, you've literally been putting almost every dollar you get from work and just trying to make this shit happen, and then you pass your first account after struggling for so long, and then you get there and you're like, ah, shit, this is it, this is it. Nigga, please. So I got the funding, whatever, and then I started trading the account. Initially, I was actually doing pretty good. I think I grew the account to like 6,000 or something like that. And then I fucked the account up. I remember blowing the account, right? I remember I violated like the max daily loss. And I don't know if I'm correct about this, but FTMO used to do this thing where, like, back then, if you violate like the max daily loss, if you're still in profit, you still be able to get like a portion off it. So I remember getting like a $2,000 payout, right? And I was like, oh shit. Even though I missed out and I'm completely bummed out on like the $6,000 that I could have made, I was like, oh shit, at least I made something back. And I tried prop firms again for a little bit. I sort of stopped. I started gearing on prop firms because I was just so tired of just blowing accounts constantly and just always feeling on edge, like, I need to pass this account, I need to pass this account. And I was just putting so much pressure on myself, and I just found that I wasn't, one, passing account as well as I should have been, or as frequent as I should have been, and two, when I got funded, I realized that there's so much pressure built up from just losing all the fucking time. I'd try and make like big swings and try and make my money all at once so I can get these big payouts, because I'm seeing everyone doing big payouts as well, and I'm thinking, wait, my ability to trade is just as good as theirs, so if they can do it, why can't I? And there was all these things that I was just thinking in my mind that led me to like try push the needle, or try push the thread on how much I could try get from a trade, or like how much I could make in a single day. All these things were piling up, and I just found myself that I was inconsistent in getting payouts, and I was just blowing funded accounts constantly, and I was just failing sometimes challenges that I shouldn't be failing. And I really had to sit myself, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with prop firms. Like, I don't want to say gave up, but I did, honestly. I remember one day, like, I was speaking to my brother on the phone, and this is a few years later on. Futures are now starting to be like a thing in the trading space. Everyone started to talk more a lot about futures. And I remember speaking to my brother, and he's like, why don't you start prop firms again? You got a payout last time, you know, you have proof you are able to, you know, pass the challenge and get a payout. I was like, I don't really know, bro. Like, what's around these days? And it's like, oh yeah, there's all these different futures prop firms, and it's like $90, $80 for a challenge. I'm like, huh? You're telling me back then when I was trading fucking FTMO and that shit, I was paying like $600 for a pop. Now niggas can pay like $80 just to get fucking funded. I was like, yo, that is crazy. But I still wasn't really interested. And he's like, bro, just try it. I tried it, I was like, okay, this is a bit different. The drawdown's a bit lower. The rules are a bit more tighter. The game is played a bit differently around here. I remember I bought 1 or 2 my funded futures accounts, or my funded futures accounts. I traded them for a little bit, fucked them up, tried again. I got funded with my funded futures. I got funded on 3 accounts, I believe. I made it to a payout. Oh, so what happened? I was like, oh shit, with futures, it's so much easier to make a lot more money. And this was the thing again, me trying to push the needle. But the thing with futures is that they have these certain rules and you have to know how to maneuver, which are the things that I learned later on and heavily adapted, which allowed me to get that $90,000 payout, which we're gonna get to. But like a lot of learning through me getting funded with my funded futures allowed me to see like, okay, yes, I'm getting funded. Yes, I'm fucking up here. Okay, how do I play this game? There must be a way to doing this consistently. I'm definitely doing something wrong. I'm seeing people who are able to get consistent payout. What is it that they're doing that I'm not doing? And I really thought about this, and this was like the changing moment for me. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna step back from futures for a bit because I've been getting cooked. Yes, I made a payout, but it's just weighing a lot more mental because the pressure of needing to make a payout because I fucking hate working. And you know what I mean? You're going to work, you're fucking grinding, you spend your money on challenges and you blow it. Yes, you might pass an account, but then you just about reach your payout and then you fucking don't get the payout. That shit does fuck you up a lot mentally. And I remember going to work one day and I used to do night shifts, right? And I remember I was just sitting on the train and I always have to walk from the train station to my place of work, and I was just walking and thinking, this can't be it. I started trading for a reason, and the reason I started trading was for me to be free, for me to be able to take care of my family, for me to be able to do the things I want, when I want, and how I want to, for me to be able to just fucking decide, okay, today I want to fucking sit at home and fucking watch anime all day because I want to and because I can. And I was fucking thinking about that so much. You know when you just know there's so much more to life and it just fucking eats you up from the inside because you know the potential of what's possible is out there. You've tasted the payout, you've tasted the possibility of getting a payout, you know the opportunities are out there, you're seeing people crushing it, you're seeing people doing crazy numbers. And I was just like so bummed out. The following day I was on the phone with my brother again, shout out to my brother, and was just speaking. I was like, bro, like, I've been paid. I went on the My Funded Futures dashboard, I was just curious. I just thought, let me just log on. And I saw that they now allow you to reset funded accounts. And I was like, hang on, I've got this much money here right now. If I can reset this account for like $400 fucking dollars, and bear in mind, this was like my last $500 for the month until I got paid again. So I really had a tough decision to make, and I was like, bro, like, do you think I should reset this funded account? Because if I reset, then I could just make a payout and then I'll be able to make my money back plus more. And I was like, I was like, I do want to get back into this. And I was like, oh, do you think it's better actually, it makes more sense to get 3 challenges and pass them, because with 50% consistency rule, I can pass in 2 days basically. And then I have 3 funded accounts instead of 2 funded accounts. Obviously I have to pass in order to make it work. And it's like, it's obviously easier to go straight to funded, but you're still gonna have to abide to the same rules to get a payout. So I was like, bro, I think I should get the 3 accounts, you know. And I remember saying that to him, I was like, I think I should get the 3 accounts, fuck it, just challenges in that. It's gonna be so much easier to pass, and if I pass, I'll have the opportunity to make 3 times more money. So I did. I spent that last $400, and I can only thank God that I did that, because that was the most life-changing moment that could have ever happened for me. And it's gonna make sense as we progress further into the story. So I bought those accounts, I passed in like, literally in 48 hours. I passed those accounts, like, oh shit, like, I did it. I have the opportunity here to make money, and I started trading them. And I got a payout. One payout was like $3,600, and I got another payout. And then I got another payout. I'm gonna link them here somewhere. And then I got another payout. I'm like, oh shit. I just made like fucking almost 12 grand in a couple of weeks. Like, what's going on? It's crazy. And then I managed to get to a fucking live account. Got a massive drawdown, fucked up the account, and left it. And I was like, it's okay. It was a good run in, as I'd made like 15K up for my funded futures at this point. I'm having the time around. I'm stepping a bit lighter. I don't have to think about paying for things twice. You know, sometimes you get in a shop and you think, oh, £10, £5 on food. I'm not really thinking about that now, because I've got like fucking 10K in the bank. I thought at this point that I fucking crack the code. I'm feeling like a fucking $1 million at this point. I had a bit of capital, so it allowed me to be able to trade prop firms. I then started looking into Topstep and I thought, hang on, Topstep had pretty lenient rules. So I remember I bought 3 Topstep accounts initially. Fuck those up, bought some more, fuck those up. And I remember it was on like my 3rd or 4th attempt, bought 3 Topstep accounts. And I remember I fucked up one because of the copy trading thing system. And I had 2 Topstep accounts left and they made it to funded. And I was like, hang on. If I'm gonna make this work, like I'm seeing people fucking like Trader Kane getting like $90,000 payouts, 125k payouts from like Topstep and shit like that. I'm thinking like, if I can do this right, I might be able to do something great here. So I really sat down and thought to myself, okay, what type of trader am I? How do I trade? And I realized, okay, the key to this when it comes to getting payouts is stacking base hits. And I thought to myself, okay, if I can stack base hits, right? If I can make $500 or $1,000 in a day, 1, it's fucking easier. 2, it's much more consistent that way because you're not trying to fucking kill yourself in every fucking trading day and trying to push the needle more than you need to. So stacking base hits is an element I need to add into my style and my approach to these fucking accounts. And I thought, but okay, I'm still aggressive, so how do I blend the two? And I thought to myself, okay, what if I can maybe risk the same amount but try capture the daily range? And then once I capture the daily range, I can scale back my daily profit targets to maybe $200 or $500 a day so I can unlock a payout. I thought, okay, that could work. So I tried that. I remember I took an NQ trade. I think it was like a long. And I remember I was like, okay, for me to be able to capture the daily range, right, I need to basically trade in London. If I can just trade in London and London makes a lot of the day and I can get in during the London session, I'll be able to ride out the momentum from London all the way through to New York session and then through the AM and PM session, and risking the same amount but just managing my trade as I go along. That would allow me to maximize the potential of my winning trades. I thought, okay, that's interesting. So I remember I took that trade and the trade ripped. And I remember I made like $17,000 in that day. And it was like my first ever fucking 30k day. And I remember I was so fucking happy. I was like, oh bro, look, I just made $30,000 a day. This is fucking crazy. I was like, okay, it's good that I've made that. Now think about what you've learned so far. Where did you come from? Yes, you can make all this money in a day, but you can also lose it all in the next fucking day. And trust me, I've seen it. People have made $40,000 in the day on Topstep, and the next day they go ahead and fucking blow. And what I did was that I'd hit this big day, and then I'd stack my base hits, make my $200, $300 in a day, 5 days in a row, get a payout, and then when I get a payout, I'd reset. Then I'm allowed to risk a little bit more. Then I'm not really killing my buffer and I'm using that buffer to actually make money to pay myself. So I started implementing this strategy and it was working, and I thought to myself, okay, it's all good, but if I want to get these big payouts that I'm seeing everyone get, I still need to push the needle a little bit more. But we all know the story. If you try to push the needle sometimes when you're day trading, right, it can either go really well or really fucking bad. Like, you can either lose it all or fucking make it all. And I thought to myself, okay, how do I crack this? How do I push myself so that I'm maximizing on my winning days and my winning momentum, but I'm also dialing back the amount I can lose? And I had a brilliant idea of that. Okay, if I make $1,000 in a day and I see my setup form again and the training is not over, I'm gonna risk 30% of my daily PNL of what I've made on that day. So if I make $1,000 in a day, I'm gonna risk $300 on my next setup if it forms. I'm gonna still take that setup because sometimes you really might hit a winning streak, but you might tell yourself, okay, I'm done for training for the day. But on a winning streak, it's good to take advantage of that momentum. So if I see my setup, I'm gonna take it, but I'm not gonna fucking risk everything into my setup. And I started finding that on days that I was winning and I was pushing the needle, when I do lose, say if I do take that second trade and I lose, I'll stop trading for the day. Okay, so I've preserved my profits. But on days that I do win, and I take that second setup and I win, and I take that other third setup and I win, I'm making way more than I normally would have, simply because I'm allowing myself to keep on trading, but with the rules in place. Equity have just kept on climbing and climbing and climbing. But also, the reality of that is that this fucking prop firm shit, I'm gonna be honest, this shit is hard. Like, it was mentally wearing on me. Because, you know, you start getting anxious, like, okay, I have this much money, I have like $30,000 in my account, that's $60,000. If I can just do this properly, I'll be able to pull out eventually. And obviously with Topstep, they have a rule that if you reach 30 winning days of $200, you're able to transition to a live account. In a live account, that's when you can pull all your money out. I was like, if I could just make it to that. But then these these thoughts, they fucking start lingering, they start fucking playing on your mental. You're like, okay, just need to do this one more day. And then it's natural, I fucking tilted on some days. But thank God for the fucking, that lockout. I remember one day I lost like fucking $10,000 a day. I'm gonna be honest, I lost like 10K in a fucking day. Now that meant I lost 20K because that's across 2 accounts. I was sort of slipping into my old habits again. Back when Gerald was fucking trading FTM, was fucking just trying to go for it or not really managing his exposure when he loses. The more I lost focus, the more fucking susceptible to tilting. And I realized that being super focused and having a goal and a mission in mind, you have to stay laser focused. The moment you start deviating from it, you start making mistakes that you wouldn't have made before. And if it wasn't for that fucking lockout rule, me realizing, okay, I need to stop, because if I don't stop, I'll lose it all. Because in that moment, it feels like you've lost everything. Yes, you might have 30,000 fucking K in the account, but in that moment, that 10K feels like your entire fucking account. And that's how it consumes you. I had to take a step back, I dialed back again, started doing the base hits again. And they were really important. Started paying myself again, started getting some reward back. And that's the thing, I feel like a lot of you guys, you might get funded, you might get to a level where you have potential to make a payout, but then you just don't do the bare minimum to make the payout so you can reward yourself. You just try fucking go all out. You lose yourself in the moment in the hope of making the most in the payout. And that's what kills you, and that's what really hurts, because there's nothing worse than getting to a payout and not being able to get the fucking payout. So I had to really remind myself of the mission, of the reason why I was here in the first place. Like, I'm here because I want to change my life. I'm here because I want to do better for myself. I want to do better for my family. And I had to really remind myself of the mission and of the goal that allowed me to come back in and be more focused on the goal. So then I continued, I went back to my approach. Stack base hits, try capture the daily range, use the 30% rule to try and make the most money that I can on a single day. And I found myself, the more I lean back in those foundations that I'd set for myself when I first started trading these accounts, the more it helped. And I continued to do the same thing. And before you know it, my P&L started to fucking climb again. It climbed all the way to like fucking, I think maybe $70,000 per account that was in the accounts at that moment. And it was like, fuck, do you realize I've just made 6 figures? Yes, I know it's not yours until it fucking hits the bank, but in these accounts I have over 6 figures in these fucking trading accounts. And it was like a moment, it's like, whoa, this is real. Like, I have like 4 more $200 days before I reach a fucking live account. And I hit those fucking 4 days, and I remember I got the notification from Topstep saying, congratulations, whatever, you're going to be transitioning to a live account. You're now in the top 1% of Topstep traders. And that was like a crazy moment. They even invited me to try to do a live interview with them of how I was able to reach this fucking milestone, because I think I'd only had like 5 losing days, I think. So the rest of the days were all fucking green. I wish I still had the metrics on the accounts, but I don't have them anymore. But I remember they transitioned me to a live account and like, oh shit, okay, I'm here. Do I try to make more so I can pull more? And I was like, okay, Gerald, remember the mission, remember why you're here. Right now, you have the opportunity to be able to change the trajectory of your life. I feel like sometimes you get into these crossroads when you're trading where the potential to become greater or the potential to change your current situation face each other like this, and you have to make a decision. What do I do right now that's going to allow me to reach the next level? And I thought to myself, okay, making more money is going to sound fucking cool in this live account space, but what if I fucking end up losing it all and giving it all back? I'm at this crossroads, I'm thinking like, okay, what do I do here? And I remember, Gerald, remember the mission, remember the goal. And I remember fucking email Topstep. I was like, hi, can I please withdraw $100,000 out of my account? Bit anxious, thinking, shit, it's not raw until it hits the bank. So I'm thinking like, what if I just put all this much fucking energy and effort and I don't get anything from this? I remember Topstep emailing me back, please don't trade the account until you see the money leave the account. And the money took like 2 fucking days to leave the account. I'm thinking, fuck, you know, this is the longest 2 days of my life. I was just sitting in that fucking limbo of anxiety, thinking, when is it gonna come? Is it actually gonna come? Because I was checking my email all the fucking time. I'm never gonna lie to you. I was checking my email all the fucking time. And I saw the email, Topstep LLC just paid you. And my heart just fucking stopped. I swear I could have died in that moment. I thought about everything. The start, me seeing my uncle make $100 in a day. Me fucking going through the ICT mentorship, me fucking grinding, me fucking going to 6th form, but then dropping out 6th form because I was just too obsessed with trading. I thought everything in that moment hit me. You start to realize that you can do it. Like, it's not just something you see on a camera, on a video. Like, I'm making a video now and talking to you guys about it. If you have a mission and a goal in mind and you focus 100% and you believe and you behave in line with that mission, you can do anything you fucking want. I promise you right now, you can do this. You can achieve this, but it's about how much can you focus and how much does your future you matter, that you're able to overcome your current version of yourself. You really need to sit down and think about yourself. Okay, what type of trader am I? What are my psychological tendencies? If you watch my other video on 9 years of day trading ICT, I go into a lot of that stuff. Like, what are my tendencies? Who am I? What is the best challenge that I can buy that fits and suits me, the type of trader I am? Everything matters. I don't care what anyone says. You have to really develop the best edge for yourself. Really sit down and think, who do I need to become in order to achieve this goal? Who do I need to become now? And if you can become that person now, I promise you can get there. And when that money was there, I was like, damn, bro. You know, my mom ended up having like a toothache, and just like me being able to pay without even thinking about it, it's one of those moments, this full circle was like, oh shit, I don't have to think about, oh, where am I gonna get money from? How am I gonna do this? Like, I don't have to do that because I have a decent amount of money in the bank, and it's the first time, you know, make a lot of money, so I'm gonna spend a little bit. I'm gonna do a lot of things, of course. Just being able to just go in a shop and not think twice about, oh yeah, that's £5, that's £2, okay, I need to spend this much in the shop today because I have this much in the bank account. Just being in that space where like you feel free and you feel liberated was the most fulfilling thing in the world in that moment. And obviously I know it's just a milestone. I know there's still a lot more work to do. I know there's a lot more things that I have in play that I still need to achieve. But just being able to pause in that moment and just really sit in that moment and realize that, damn, bro, I'm just a fucking kid from Zimbabwe, bro. Like, I took the risk in order to try and make this trading thing work, and I stuck to it for long enough until I start seeing some results, and these are the fruits of my labor. And I'm not anything special. If you know there's more to life and you know you deserve more in life, you can do what I've done, but you just have to have the mission. You have to have the right mission in mind. And I had to become a different person in that moment when I was trading my Topstep account. If I can do it, I promise you, you can do it too. I mean, look at this. Let's refresh it one more time to show you. This is real life, bro. Look at me. My nigga, look at me. You can do this. You can do this. I am not special. Trust me, you can do this. I am nothing special. And I promise you, if you fucking lock in, trading prop firms is the biggest fucking opportunity when it comes to day trading right now. And if you just fucking focus and lock in, and promise you this can happen for you. Lock in, fucking get focused, fucking start trading these prop firms. I leave fucking discounts below for the prop firms that I've used, prop firms that I use. If you guys found this video valuable and you learned something and you gained some insight, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments where you are in your journey when it comes to trading prop firms, what you're struggling with right now, what milestones have you achieved, how's trading going for you in general. And if you guys are interested in day trading videos, I make day trading videos every week and I upload every week. So go watch my other videos that I have on the channel. YouTube is something I really want to do. So yeah, if you all want to be part of that journey and join me on this mission to becoming one of the fucking best YouTubers in the day trading space, let's do this together. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.